certainly better to be 2-1, down 2-1 than 3-0. But we have to, we're going to have to play with great purpose and be intentional in the way we approach tomorrow. And we know it's going to be really hard, and each game's its own entity.
After seeing the film, the way you guys passed last night, was that?
I thought that we could have done some things a little bit better on offense. I thought defensively they put us in some tough positions and missed some shots. We're going to have to be better in some of our defensive stuff. So we're going to have to play better, like I said last night.
Are you happy with the kind of balance you got in the offense last night?
I mean, we need everybody to be ready to impact the game and their strengths. And so yeah, I mean, I think it's always a good thing when you have multiple guys that put the ball in the basket.
Jay said he thought that the switching you guys did was supposed to stagnate them. How did you think that contributed to their turnovers and kind of kept them off balance a little bit?
Well, we didn't do it the whole game necessarily. We're mixing it in appropriately, and you know, they're going to be able to take advantage of those sometimes. So you just have to be, you know, do it. Or at least mix it in, but I don't think you can go a steady diet of it. Yesterday I thought that Avery's intensity on the ball was really helpful no matter who he was guarding. And you know, I thought, you know, obviously we were focusing a lot of attention on Wade and Butler, and rightfully so. I mean, those guys are so good and so hard to guard in isolation and pick and roll.
In particular, with Isaiah off the court yesterday, the offense was pretty well. What did you see that you liked that maybe hasn't been?
I just thought we had good juice. I thought we had, you know, when Isaiah was out, we had Terry and Marcus, and a lot of times Avery, all three in. So we were still pretty quick and very quick, and I thought those guys did a good job of playing together and sharing the ball.
I think it's fair to getting more ball handlers on the floor.
Yeah, it's been, since game one, that's been a major emphasis for us.
Fair to say that your guys were angry after the first two, and now just feel like they had something to prove, and now they feel like the series is theirs if they play the way they can?
We better play. We better play like we're down 2-1.
Are you planning on sticking with Gerald, or is that still up?
Yeah, I'm planning on sticking with him.
Brad, why are you guys so apt to respond when you guys are hitting the mouth first? What is it about this team?
I mean, I think a lot of teams are like that. If you look across the playoffs, I think a lot of teams that get down or get in a hole play really well and focused, and that's why we have to play better tomorrow than we did last night. You know, I've said it before, this is a tough week. And, you know, it was good to see our guys feel good about themselves. Because, you know, I thought that they certainly deserved to feel good about themselves, and it was good to, you know, play a little bit better.
Now involved in some more roles in the basket, obviously improved his production. But did it improve your offense in total, because it seemed like their defense was getting caught in no man's land sometimes?
Well, he got some rolls, but he also got some pops early in the game. You know, obviously, with the way Lopez was hurting us, starting small, a big reason for doing that is to put Al at the 5. And so, you know, and be able to pop and space and do some of those types of things, and he can drive the ball and pass it if they close out too hard. But then that opened up the role as the game went on.
A guy like Al looks just to make the right play, but sometimes you'd like him to be a little more assertive offensively. You kind of have to get him assertive by putting him in those positions.
I'm okay with the right play.
Yeah.
I think the right play is assertive. It may not be what you know, makes everybody else happy, but it is always the right play. And so he does the right thing an awful lot. And you know, if he has a chance to score, we want him to score, but only if it's, you know, when that opportunity presents itself.
When you looked at those roles he got, though, it seemed like you were getting Lopez. Like you got Isaiah driving the basket. He's got it on his dad.
Well, it's the shooters around.
Yeah.
That's what opens things up, and you know, that's ultimately why we felt like we needed to do something a little bit different. But you know, they'll adjust, and we'll have to counter back.
Do you anticipate there'll be something different at one spot, maybe play Butler there more?
I think that's certainly something that you could see, but I'm not coaching their team. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, they've done a really good job. I like what they're doing a lot. Butler's a hard guy to guard if he's at the 1, 2, or 3. So wherever he is, we'll have to adjust to that.
What do you think of
just what Terry was able to give you guys coming off of that?
Terry's been good in the last 2 games. You know, we've needed that. And that was, you know, like I said, after game 1, it was pretty evident that we needed another ball handler in the game.
What do you think of the KG message last night?
I heard it the day before. So, yeah. I mean, I didn't listen to it while the guys listened to it. So I didn't see their reaction. But obviously, everybody looks up to him, and he had a great impact and continues to have a great impact as a former Celtic.
Was it probably a different delivery than you would have given?
Yeah.
Coach, when you talk about Avery's defense and what he did last night, what specifically was different during last night's game as opposed to the first couple?
We had a couple of things that we were trying to be a little bit more intentional about on the defensive end of the floor, but he's pretty consistent in how much he impacts the ball.
Hoiberg said that he's probably going to make a lineup change for Game 4. It sounds like maybe not starting a point guard. Does that affect the way that you roll out your starting lineup?
No. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.